it seems that we have a predicament here. All right, let's evaluate this limit. All right, you want to do it? Let's do it. First, I would plug in infinity. You can't plug in infinity. It's not a number, but you like think about it. Like, okay, I'm plugging in like something really, really, really big. And so you plug in infinity. You get infinity squared times 9. It's like really big. Plus 4 times infinity. It's really big. Square root it. It's still really big. So you get infinity. Minus 3 times infinity. It's still very, 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 very large. Oh my goodness. What is going on? How do we know what's happening? This is actually an indeterminate form. Infinity minus infinity is an indeterminate form. So, we have to do more work. Alright, I'm going to write this down. Limit as x approaches infinity of the square root of 9x squared plus 4x. And minus 3x. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over 1. And because I have a radical, maybe there's an idea. Maybe I can multiply by the conjugate. I don't even know if it's called the conjugate. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know math. I don't know how to do math. I just like try stuff. No, I know how to do math. So I'm going to have a plus there, change it to an addition, and if I multiply on the bottom the same thing, it's okay because I'm just multiplying by 1. Nothing changes. It's just okay. It's okay. Right now, this is just a fancy way of writing 1. Okay, so I multiply that, and I multiply this out. I just do it like this, just like that, and I'll multiply it out. So what do I get? Yeah. I do this because I have an indeterminate form. I forgot that I already checked that. I need to check that at the beginning. I'm doing too many voices. It's late. I'm tired. Okay, square root of 9x squared plus 4x times the square root of 9x squared plus 4x. It's the same thing. The radicals go away, so you just get 9x squared. I'm going to zoom in. 9x squared plus 4x. The radicals go away. And the middle terms cancel out. If you don't know, I'll write it down for you. I think you know, but maybe I'll show this to other people and they won't know. So, okay. So this times this, the radical goes away. This times this, I get a 3x is positive. 3x in the square root of 9x squared plus 4x. Right there. Yes? Yes. And then I do the negative 3x times that, so it's negative 3x times the square root of 9x squared plus 4x. And then, these cancel, of course. And then we have the last part. The last part is negative 3x times 3x. So that's minus 9x squared. What? Great Scott, Marty! That cancels out. Well, that's just dandy. I don't like some of the things that I say. Alright, so 9x squared plus 4x plus 3x. Lots of people ask me, did I get beat up in high school? Moving on. Alright. So that's gone, and that's gone. Gone Girl. This is a good movie. It'll infuriate you, though. And then we have 9x squared plus 4x, square root, plus 3x. Okay, so let's try the limit now. Let's evaluate the limit now. As x approaches, am I recording? Good, okay. Whew. Infinity. So we put in infinity. Oh, we get infinity. Oh no. Paulo, oh no. Is that a person? And then we get infinity squared plus infinity. Pudding. Infinity. This is infinity on the bottom. It's still an indeterminate form. So, what do we do? Well, with limits at infinity, there's a trick. There is a trick. Daisy trick. The trick is to factor out the highest power in the denominator. Okay, so we look at the denominator. We think like, oh, there's an x. Oh, there's an x. Oh, there's an x squared. I'll factor out an x squared. Yeah. Well, if you factor out an x squared here, when it comes outside of the square root, it will actually be an x, because the square root of x squared is just x. So, really, what we're doing is factoring out, an x from the top. Well, it's already factored, and an x from the bottom. So let's do that. When I factor out an x from the bottom, I'm factoring out an x squared there, because once I take it out of the square root, it becomes an x. So let's do this. We have 4x on top, and then I'll factor out an x squared on the bottom, and that becomes 9. I'm force factoring, so it's 4 plus 4 over x. The air conditioning came on. And that closes. And I guess I can write plus 3x. And then in my next step, I'll have 4x over. I'll split up the radicals, right? Because it's multiplication there, so that's okay. So I'll have an x out there. And then I'll factor out that x from the whole thing. So I'm left with, this becomes an x, and then I'm taking this x out as well. So I'm left with the square root of 9 plus 4 over x. I guess I don't need that part. Plus 3. And then those x's cancel. Hansel, Gretel, leave the bread. If you don't, you won't find your way back. I'm tired. 4 over, why did I do 2 lines? 9 plus 4 over x underneath the radical plus 3. Okay, now let's evaluate the limit. Hopefully it works now. This is a long video. As it goes to infinity, right? Is that right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I hit bones. So, now as we go to infinity, this goes to 0, right? Because the top stays the same. It's not changing. It's not growing. And the bottom is like exploding. It's going to infinity. It's getting way, way huge. So the whole fraction goes to 0. So then the inside here goes to just 9. Right, because this goes to 0. That means this is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. It says square root of 3 is... No. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, and is 4 over 6, and that's just 2 over 3, and then that's the answer. It's 2 over 3. All right. Goodbye. Good night.